Mm, yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. Lights down, press play, let the story unfold. Every scene got a lesson, every secret gets told. Love on the screen, truth in the room, different perspectives. Now watch it bloom.
Disclaimer: this broadcast is intended for commentary, discussion, and entertainment purposes only. All topics and statements are based on publicly available information, including news reports, social media content, and third-party sources, which may include allegations or unverified claims. The views expressed are opinions and should not be interpreted as confirmed facts. This content is not intended to harm, defame, misrepresent any individual, organization, or entity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Lights down, press play, let the story unfold. Every scene got a lesson, every secret gets told. Love on the screen, truth in the room, different perspectives. Now watch it bloom.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Playback and Perspective, the show where we break down the TV that everybody is talking about, one binge session at a time. Tonight, we are deep, way deep in the back half of Netflix, The Polygamist. I know y'all been here before where we've covered the first half in several shows, but we're going to go ahead and take care of episodes 12 through 22 tonight. And this is where the wheels officially come off the Gamora family. If you thought the first 11 episodes were messy, I need you to buckle up because we got a paternity bombshell at a christening, a hospital bed power play, an alliance nobody saw coming, a 3-year time jump, and a funeral where the drama somehow gets worse, not better. We're going to go 2 episodes at a time, pulling out just about like the 5 most intriguing threads from each pair. So whether you just finished the season or you're catching up, you're going to want to stick around. So grab your tea, your Coca-Cola, popcorn, whatever you got, and let's get into it. We're going to start off with our perspectives on each.
Playback perspectives, see it different, that's the message. One rewind.
So yeah, hey souls.
How are you,
doing?
ma'am?
I'm doing
good.
good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Plug, you lost the bet because it eventually became rain.
Oh, you just gonna throw that on me? Oh wow. Dang,
He said, "Was it
bro.
sold?" He said, "Come on, I got money on it."
Initially, it was souls.
But who it became?
It became but if so, but
I
if
guess you a 50-50 plug.
50-50 plug, 50-50. What was the bet plug? Welcome everybody in though. Welcome on in. We appreciate you being here. Uncle Plug is here in the building first and ready. And Jen is here. Thank you for being here, Jen. And of course, hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Maddie, she's here. Hey Jen. Hey Jen. I hope y'all are ready for this. I was shocked at the ending. Uh, Plus said, I want to give me my money. It was both of us, Plus.
He said, "You can't move till you come." So petty.
Petty. Yeah. So Jen said, Plus said, what's up, Jen and Juice? Jen and Juice. Yeah. So we're gonna get into. We said we're gonna do it 2 by 2, right? So episodes 12 and 13. Episodes 12 and 13. This is where the bomb went off. This is where Sarah, she was a ticking time bomb. Do you think Sarah was a ticking time bomb?
Ah, ticking time bomb, Sarah. Nah, I wouldn't give her that. I wouldn't go that
Mm,
deep. I wouldn't go that deep.
no,
Nah.
you don't think she was just ready just to tell it all, just get into it, and just
They said yes. Mary said yes, she was. Plus, said she had a mouthful. I don't. I can't call because you talking about a child, right?
yeah,
You're talking about a child. You're talking about a child that's holding one of her father's and mother's deepest secrets. If she
she
was a
had.
ticking time bomb, she wouldn't made it this long. She hey, she was loyal. She was loyal to a T, in my opinion.
Do you think that? Have you noticed though in some? Well, say she was 20 years old. Do you think that like in some like soap operas and like dramas and everything that they tend to sometimes drop that bombshell in happy areas like the christening, right? The twins christening this time that just blew up. You know, do you think soap operas and dramas and things like that tend to happen?
But I think every bomb that happened in Polygamist
Hmm.
was almost to slow down what was actually about to happen. Because if you think about it, every bomb that you thought was dropped, the backstory, right? Y'all know this is spoiler, so if you haven't watched it, you think about how his son discovers who he's really messing with, and like everything was, it was just different. You know what I mean? It was just different, man. It was just different. Like great show, man. Great show.
Yeah. So, if y'all don't know, Sarah, who we thought was Magesh and Essie's child, is actually Jonas and Essie's child. That was 20 years in the making. Bridget said, I'll be tutoring a fourth grader math. My first words are going to be, school doesn't teach you ish. Whatever they tell you, not enough. You got to know more. Okay, then.
Bridget, your movie is next week. You
Yes,
ready?
next week.
I
Be
already
ready.
watched it once. Now I'm gonna watch it again.
I'm gonna watch it. I gotta keep. I had to keep this on the playing field first before I bring anything new in. But yeah, so after 20 years, she finally, that's what she desired though. The whole time was just to, honestly, I guess, be like a nuclear family. She wanted her father present, and she wanted she felt she deserved, and I think rightfully so. She wanted everything that her brothers and sisters were receiving as well. So what do you think? What do you think about the whole everything coming out? Like as far as Essie and
We're talking about Essie telling the secret.
that too, and Essie maintaining her role. Like she whenever Joyce went over and confided in her initially, about the whole thing, and Essie was just
Essie Essie knew her place though. See,
yeah.
Essie is what we need more of in modern society.
Mm.
Essie was a two who knew she was a two,
Oh.
and she took what twos get, the back end. Essie was not attractive, y'all. We can't see here. Essie she wasn't even attractive when she was little.
Mm.
So I think Essie knew her role. She knew where she stood. She knew, okay, he paying for me. He dropping money off. Will I ever really get what I want? I mean, his brother was literally. I mean, that's crazy to me how your brother can play that role.
So do you think that he played that role all because Jonas took care of him and he always had a job with Jonas, and when I say take care of, meaning that he didn't have to worry about having a job because Jonas essentially owed that to him for keeping that secret for so long.
But y'all said that the money came from her family.
Initially, yeah.
Did he know what he was too? Magesh was a 2-2.
But he got Matipa and initially.
He didn't get Matipa. Matipa used him as a platform to get to Jonas.
To Jonas. Gee. So going back to Essie though, do you think her silence made her complicit or just another victim of Jonas's manipulation? Well, you just said that she knows her place. So basically you're saying she's complicit. She knows. Yeah. Mm.
So in episode 12 and 13, one of the first questions that Rain had for us was this exploitation inevitable, or could Jonas have prevented it years earlier? Which is a very powerful question. I want to hear what your thoughts are on this first, Rain. That's a powerful question, by the way.
Was this explosion inevitable, or could Jonasi have Jonas? I want to say
Thank
Jonesy.
you for saying the right word. I just said exploitation.
Yeah, I just thought, me and you, we gotta have each other's back when it comes to this because some words I can say, some words I can't.
Just let me easily say it right over. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for
some words those can say.
I owe you 2 words back. I owed you 2 words back. I won't call you out for 2 words. I got you.
Was this explosion inevitable, or could Jonas? I'm gonna say Jonesy so bad, Jonas, that I get me have prevented it years earlier? I think that Jonas could have prevented it. But I also think that eventually somebody, if Jonas was transparent from the very beginning, like all the way, like before he married Joyce, if he would have told Joyce, hey, back in my hometown, I got this little, woody whoop, she ride for me like that. Regardless of what I got going on, she always gonna be in my back pocket. Now you can either stay or go. That's the point. I think a lot of men don't give women that option to stay or go. They just come in full fledged and keep all whatever they got going on to the side and never reveal what they truly got going on. And they don't give that person an option to decide whether or not they want to be in that mix or not.
So let me turn that question on you. Let me switch. And I want to hear what the chat has to say too. So we're saying, was this explosion inevitable, or could Jonas have been prevented years earlier? I say it could have been prevented. The reason why I say that is, when will we hold the women accountable who allowed the man to do it anyway?
Ooh.
Because Essie seen the newspaper article. She knew he was married to Joyce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She could have stopped it right there.
She still made the choice to take the red Mustang or whatever the sports car was, to get the 2-story decker house and do a ceremony as a wedding. The preventing could have been prevented if she would have held her boundaries as a woman. The moment a man senses that he can get away with something, you know how they say you take an inch and then you take a mile?
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened with Jonas, right? Mm-hmm. And then Essie really, you got to think about it. They were so involved into it. Essie and Magesh, his brother, came over to the house.
Yeah.
And act like they were having a dinner because Joyce met them and ran into them in the baby store. All this could have been prevented if she would have held Jonas accountable from the first moment. Everything that Jonas did was built off of Essie. His confidence came off of protecting her when a gun was put into his face. She started hiding young girls for him when he was around the corner kissing the other girl, and the other girl came looking for him. Essie was the one who was the enabler to everything Jonas did. It could have been prevented. Women must take accountability.
I don't even have a comeback for that. Because so would Jonas be preventing it then or would it have been Essie preventing it?
It would have been Essie preventing it.
It would have been on Essie, yeah, since you said women has to take accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another question we have is, was this the moment Joyce finally chose herself over appearances? Because she was always worried about the internet, her influencer status, and then she ended up stepping away from being an influencer to, I guess, kind of like get herself together. So you think that in this instance, she finally said, hey, I'm going to step back from all of this, figure out what's going on, and my family image is not, being out in the open is not more important than keeping myself together at this moment.
I think she gave up. I think Joyce finally gave up. And we know what happened after she gave up, right? She gave up and she started to make plans to.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for real, like, she threw in the towel. She threw in the towel and there was nothing else she could do. Because she probably chose herself, but you got to think about it. She had so many moments to do that. Excuse me, y'all. Throughout the show, when her daughter tried to go out and talk to what was her name? Matipa. Like, when her daughter tried to go out there and say, hey, why are you talking to my father? He's married. Like, Joyce should have been in those moments where she was choosing herself then. But Joyce just didn't want to let it go, man. Joyce is a very unique character in this whole show.
Yes.
Joyce
she wanted to stay. She was glued. And even in that scene, and I don't know what episode it was, where she was trying to drag Jonas back in the house and just pretty much being foolish over it, really, crying and carrying on, trying to get him, back in the house and whatnot. And he manipulated her in that scene as well, where he tried to say, hey, come on, let's go inside. And then he ran past her. So, like, did he even want to be with her still in that way, even after everything came out? So, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And thanks to everybody that's watching us over there on Facebook, too. We appreciate all the support and love we've been getting over there on that side. We really been getting some good numbers over there. We appreciate all that. So, yeah. So, moving on to 14 and 15, because we're not trying to be here all night long. So, Jonas, he is a man that cannot help himself. He can't. Let me ask you this, and this is not one of the listed questions. Do you think he had a sexual addiction, or do you think he had just an overwhelming sense of wanting a woman all the time?
I think a little bit of both. Definitely.
Was he addicted to women or addicted to power in a sense?
I would say addicted to women, because to me, Jonas became very powerless when women got upset at him. He always gave in. He always retreated back to Joyce. To me, he never really had the power, in my opinion. He didn't show power. To me, manipulation is not. It could be a form of power, but he didn't really show power, in my opinion. You see what I mean? Because, like, every time he hurt Joyce, he always came back.
Or take away power and put control there.
He didn't even control the situation. He always came crawling back. Like, think about those mornings where they came down and he was trying to get the family to sit down and eat together. They wouldn't eat. Like, he never had control. Like, They lost respect for him. Even when him
Yeah.
and Joyce went on their little vacation or a little honeymoon phase thing they went on, and he was trying to talk to the daughter and she didn't want to talk to him. He lost power and control a long time ago. I think the only thing, if you want to say he was addicted to power, is probably was him trying to take his power back by taking advantage of other women. That's how I would look at it. Overarchingly, like, but I don't feel like he had a lot of power or control because he always ran back. He always fell back. Nobody listened to him outside of his brother and Essie.
Yeah.
Like the people who was holding the lies for him pretty much was the ones who he had the most control over.
But too, he wouldn't listen to nobody either. Anytime a woman, period,
Oh.
a woman would want answers from him or want to seek out clarity from him, Joyce, Matiba, his own daughter, Essie, ignore.
That
Like they didn't
bothered
even
you. That
exist.
bothered Ray.
It bothers. I talk about this all the time when me and Souls was talking about what we were gonna do next. I talk about this since episode 1. It bothers me so bad. It does, because I'm trying to have a conversation with you and you just ignoring. One thing about Rain, she hates to be ignored. I just like, do not ignore me. It'll be like, I would rather I'll get back to you later on this, or we'll talk about this another time, or I don't want to talk about this, but not you just sitting up and ignoring me. Not even addressing the situation. Oh, that irks my soul so bad. It does. It's just like, because I'm feeling I'm in my feelings. I'm feeling some type of way, whether it's valid or not. I'm trying to seek clarity from you, and you're just, to me, that's like you don't care.
That's how you feel, or you feel like he don't care?
He was for himself. He always was looking out for his satisfaction.
But they enabled it.
Oh, and he would get so mad when they turned him down whenever he was trying to get something from him.
But he just went to the next one.
Yeah.
He just went to what he did. Hey, what did you tell me? Jonas, did you forget? I just had your baby. I have stitches.
Oh, you got a mouth.
He said, you got a mouth. Show him
Yeah.
what that. Hey, her mama was over there. He was like,
One thing he did say, and I wrote this down. He said in episode 15, I know. Oh yeah, in episode 15, he did say, the only sin he has committed is love. So he feels as though, I'm assuming, it's an assumption, he loves all these women and he shows all these women love. So,
let me look up something, because maybe he right. I don't want to judge the man. But let me do a little research. And what is?
Well, while you looking at research, I'm gonna look at some of these comments.
Okay.
Because we got a bunch. Let's see. Plug said it's the same transparency that Lavender Princess was talking about. And he also said, and if he would have showed her the competition, she would have been fine. Oh, you talking about Joyce, showing Joyce Essie in the beginning? Maddie said Maddie said, and still did that fake tail wedding because he was already married. You talking about with Essie, yeah. Jen said everyone had a part of them and didn't want to lose benefits they were receiving. Is that why everybody stayed around, Jen? To keep everything going? Bridget said, Rain, what was funny? Put me on. What was I laughing about?
I don't know.
Bridget, let me know what you meant by that. Maddie said, I think Joyce didn't put herself first until the end.
Oh, that's interesting that you think at the end she put herself first because she killed him. Go ahead.
Jen said that was the moment that Joyce flipped the switch. Was when at the christening, Jen, that day, Because it seemed like her and Matiba got closer. Like Joyce just finally accepted, instead of pushing back against Matiba all the time, she finally accepted that Matiba is like, we in this together. We're essentially getting the same getting treated the same way. So, um, Plug said he hit her with a Heisman and dipped, damn near drug her with the car.
Oh yeah, when he dodged on her, he said,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah,
hey, hey, come down, we'll talk."
yeah,
Joyce, get up, Joyce. We'll talk. Ah, ah.
yeah.
Come
I'm
back,
like,
Jonas.
dang.
Come back, Jonas.
She did not
So
want to
let's
let
stop.
go.
So think about this, y'all. This man has done all these things to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you still are falling on the ground, grabbing him by his clothes,
Yeah.
not wanting him to leave. How
What
can
if,
he really? How? At what point could he be wrong at that point? Let me read something to y'all to answer Rain's question, right?
okay.
Rain said, Jonas said the only thing that he is guilty of is love.
The only sin he has committed is love.
It said, this is what it says love looks like from the genius in the sky called AI. Trust without control, commitment without possession, honesty without cruelty, sacrifice without losing yourself, support without enabling, patience without accepting repeated disrespect. None of those women had love for themselves or Jonas. Listen to those.
Yeah.
Trust without control,
Mm-hmm.
commitment without possession, honesty without cruelty, sacrifice without losing yourself, support without enabling, and patience without accepting repeated disrespect. To me, all the women lacked love.
Yeah.
So maybe Jonas is right. Because Jonas did trust Joyce. Even when he didn't have control, he trusts Joyce. He didn't think Joyce was going to do that to him. He don't even know Joyce did it to him. Commitment without possession. He wanted them all. Honesty without cruelty. Was he ever really cruel? Was Jonas ever really cruel? He might have done some things that were distasteful to a woman's, but was he ever cruel? Once you said no, he just went to the next one. And if that one said no, he went to the next one.
I think it's cruel ignoring me.
Sacrifice without losing yourself.
Oh, they all sacrificed and they all lost themselves.
He never lost himself until he got that heel. And then support without enabling.
Mm.
He supported all of them.
And they enabled him.
And patience without accepting repeated disrespect.
None of them had that.
If you disrespected Jonas, he went to the next one.
So he okay. Oh man. Let's see.
Well, you had another one. You said Joyce right here. You
Should
said
Joyce have helped someone connected to her husband's betrayal? You know how she went to the hospital? And she helped Matiba too.
you're talking
So
about the young girl, right?
Lindani. I don't
Think
know.
about how that worked out though. She almost was gonna get caught at the beginning. Remember
Yeah.
when she was signing the paperwork at the window and she was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
just take me to the room.
Because she did put
Jonas.
Jonas Gomorrah on there. Yeah.
So how do you feel about this though? How do you feel about the young lady though? Like how do you feel? Because we could have used that for our grooming series, by the way.
Sure
But
could have.
to not ruin the playback and perspective, we didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
But what was your thoughts about this? Real talk. Like, what was your thoughts about the young lady, about Jonas, and how it all went down?
So, of course, Jonas, he groomed her. He talked to her,
Can
talked her
I ask you?
into.
I'm gonna stop you throughout this, right?
Mhm.
Did he groom her, or did he listen to her and provide her desires?
Ooh, so
I just want because you remember she started talk because everything she wanted from her young boyfriend he couldn't afford.
right.
She always talked about the nice trips and all the nice stuff she wanted and the purses and she spoke to Jonas. Jonas took her out multiple times. Like she spoke up all her desires.
But no, but he brought all of that to her because he asked her, "Hey, have you ever had fine dining?" So he brought those ideas to her. Whenever they went out of town together, he showed her what the finer things looked like. If she had no inkling of what those finer things looked like, then she wouldn't have. I don't think she would, because she didn't express that to her boyfriend, those desires to her boyfriend, until after her experience with Jonas. So,
Well, that's after the fact because you didn't know
okay.
that at first. Remember, we didn't know that at
We
first.
didn't know that at first. No,
When she first was cleaning the tables and stuff, episodes
Yeah.
before that, when they were
Hmm.
already going through their troubles, we didn't
Yeah.
know that. We didn't know that she was messing with Jonas the way they made the show look.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would say a little bit of both. Um, and being an opportunist, because you see later on in those episodes, after Jonas falls ill, she stays around because she's waiting on him to perish to get those benefits, and she's using his money while she's there with him, halfway taking care of him, putting on a garbage bag and spraying him down in the shower after he done went on himself. So I mean, that was not, she was not being a great caretaker. So that showed me there that one thing, she is an opportunist. She was trying to get what she could from the situation, but all while giving up herself in ways that she probably shouldn't have. And unfortunately, she did end up, well, spoiler alert, she did end up pregnant and losing the baby. Um, and then she tried to pin the baby on the boyfriend, though.
So that's why I'm trying to say. So we did go over grooming. We went over the definition of grooming.
Yeah.
So do you think that's where they built she built the trust in him? That's why she started like blaming other, like she started protecting Jonas to a certain extent.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think she was still trying to see the bag too, because she knew the benefits of being. She knew it was wrong because of the age difference, and because of the situation. She knew what was going on in the Gomorrah household, so she knew it was wrong, but she saw an opportunity to get what she wanted, her desires.
Man, it's just hard for me because I'm thinking about everything. I'm thinking about the moment she sat in his daughter room and said, "Hey, when you go with your boyfriend, wear these type of panties." She threw the panties that Jonas bought her and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like there might been some form of grooming, man, but she was on a different level.
Jen said he indirectly groomed her through his actions.
Okay. I don't know, man. Let's get to some of these comments because they going crazy. Yeah, let's see
Yeah, they
here.
are. We appreciate y'all carrying on. Uncle Plus said he had the Corey Holcomb syndrome. Um, we come into the comment section. We here now. And Uncle Plus said my ignore game in is on 1,000. Like I ain't even in the room. Dang, Plug. Maddie said, I think every time he thought he lost control, he found another woman to screw. You know what? Thinking about that, yes, because and when he didn't get what he wanted, he found somebody else. Yeah. Joyce had the money, so for the life of me, I can't understand why she stayed.
Money doesn't matter when you don't know your worth.
Because her mama, even her own mama, was like, how long are you gonna let this go on?
Your net
This
worth
is gonna
doesn't equal
kill
you.
you.
Your net worth doesn't equal your self-worth.
Mm. Maddie said they came together after after that tail whooping. Jen said Joyce finally realized it was never the other woman she was competing with. It was her own conscience.
Is
Mm.
it lagging on your end, Rain? Because I'm pressing the comments. Okay, they're just
Mm-mm.
now coming up. Okay.
Okay. Muriel said, Souls, he was cruel in the end. When you ill, you get mean. Uncle Plug said, Souls, you standing on that.
Which one, plug? Which one, plug?
He laughing.
Yeah, this is so delayed on my side. My bad.
Really?
Yeah, as
You
long
need
as
to
you
go
can
out
see
and
it,
come
I'm
back
straight.
in?
No, as long as you can see it, I'm straight.
Okay. Maddie said that girl was lost and he gave her the attention she was not getting from her family. Because her mom, her mama was always like, you better not bring no babies home and da 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 da. And she was working in that bar too. So, okay then. Plug said it's like what these athletes and rappers do with these boppers. Mira said she only wanted his money, but in the end she got nothing.
Yeah.
Mira said she was a issue friend because she was effing her best friend's dad.
That's what I'm saying. That was crazy, dog.
Yeah,
Like she even ate her best friend's favorite meal on the menu.
the wagyu and the frog wall.
How do you know about that?
Right. Your daughter told me. Maddie said, okay, so I feel that you have to know your worth.
Yeah,
Mm. Jonas' only sin was
it
love.
was,
That's what
plug.
he said. He said,
It was,
I
plug.
wrote that down on my notes. He said, only sin he has committed is love. Yeah.
That was his only. That was hey.
Yeah.
Joan is my fan favorite, man. Even though he went out bad, he my fan favorite.
Mm.
Because I think we miss something when people, just because someone doesn't want to accept the truth doesn't make you the villain. Like Joyce chose not to get the divorce. Jonah's worst act was with the young girl.
Yeah.
That was his worst act. Essie chose to keep alive for him. His brother chose to keep alive for him. Joyce chose to stay instead of getting a divorce. What's her name? Matipa chose to go along with it once Joyce brought in the deal about being poly. The only one that got messed over there was truly messed over and groomed was the young girl.
Mm.
Like I feel like once you know the truth, you have to be responsible for everything that happens after that. We can't play the blame game once you know what the deal is. How you feel about that, Rain? I want to hear a woman's perspective.
Honestly, once a woman accepts, you have to, my little tag at the bottom, it says live with what you accept. Once something is presented to you and you accept it, you go forward with it. It's not okay. So say for instance, if I was Joyce and I got hit with the bombshell Matiba first, once I stay in it, I'm accepting it. So I can't. I have to live with what I'm accepting. So I can't. And that would be my reality. That I have to take accountability. That I'm accepting the fact that you have another wife now, and I have to accept everything that comes along with that. So I think that sometimes women stay in relationships after infidelity because they think things will automatically change, or they think that their man will, okay, I'm staying, I'm seeing him through this,
I don't think that's it.
maybe, huh?
I don't think that's it.
You don't think so?
I think most women stay through infidelity because the worst thing they thought could happen has already happened.
And I'm still here, so why? Mm,
Cause
that's a different perspective.
cause think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody cheats on you. You find out months later, years later, whenever you find out. But your lifestyle, the dates y'all went on, the love that the person supposedly had and showed never changed. You just found out that they did an act.
Mm-hmm.
Most women stay because the worst thing that could ever happen happened, but their life never changed.
Mm.
See, people think that cheating is going to make stuff look so different. It doesn't. Joyce's life didn't look different because he was out there having sex with other women. She was still an influencer. She still had a large mansion. He still was a Fortune 500 company owner. Like, nobody life changes because of the actions of another person. And I think most people choose to stay because once they figured out, like, oh, he made a mistake. Nothing, I didn't even know until I found out. Nothing ever changed. So you leaving technically a good thing, right? Somebody made a mistake, but you felt like you were living the best of your life.
But I still would feel betrayed. I would still question, like, when will it happen again?
But does your life change? Your
Sometimes it does, depending.
your heart might change about the person,
Yeah,
but your day-to-day life didn't change.
in this situation.
Yeah, like I think a lot of women are able to sit in it because ultimately it changed it didn't change anything.
Mm.
I think those who don't stay is when like the man steps out and it altered their whole life.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know
Like,
what I mean? Like, oh my God, like you got another wife, you got another child. Cause this happens in real life too now.
oh
Like
yeah.
you find out the man cheated on you, he got a whole family that he taking care of. They stay in the same neighborhood. Like we done seen these stories in real life. So like I think those are the things that women can't stay. That betrayal that went more than sex. It went from sex to you built a whole nother life.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like you built a whole nother life, man.
Mm.
Like my brother used to always tell me that, man. My brother used to tell me like the worst thing a woman can do is not cheat, but when she goes out of her way to cheat. Like if the woman goes and travels to another state to cheat on you, or she brings the man into your home, or like she or the man sitting at the same baseball field you sitting at. Like that ultimate betrayal is when you
Mm.
really know that, like, okay, this is bad.
Mm.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. We get to some of these comments and then we'll move on to the next episodes. Maddie said, love for himself and his pain. Mira said, Joyce signed the divorce papers and I never saw them ripped up. They
They were
probably put
just
them away.
sitting at the house.
Richard said, ain't it funny? You can groom someone, but you can't control another person. Hmm?
Mm. He's
Richard,
at
you be having some talking points.
no, that's dope. He said you can groom
Groom
someone, but you
someone.
can't control another person. So it's almost like you groomed a person to be what you wanted them to be, but you then still don't have control of them.
Mm.
It's like raising your dog and feeling like they'll never bite someone, and then one day they attack.
Maddie said, but Rain, didn't you say as long as he doesn't spend money on her, he can cheat? No, I never. Now K Michelle said that. Was it K Michelle or was it? It was K Michelle and it was somebody else. Who said that too? Was it Young Miami? One of
Mary, she might say that, Mary. We'll have to find it.
run the taste back. No, I said that if he does choose to, I don't want to know nothing about it. And no, he can't spend money either. But no, I didn't directly say that. I think we K Michelle and Young Miami talked about that.
She said you
Mira said
agreed
you
with her.
agree. Yeah, I did. Yeah. No,
That,
don't do.
there you go, Mary. Hold her accountable, Mary.
Richard said grooming is what schools do to us, not a guy you meet after more than 20 years on earth.
Mm, okay. I
Mm,
like that perspective, though. I like that
yeah.
perspective.
So we're gonna move on to 16 and 17. 16 and 17, chaos at home and the hospital bed. I think this is the first time Jonas goes into the hospital because Joyce put that, what was it, borax in his food?
Yes.
Now let me ask you this, though, from a mental health standpoint, right? So Joyce did this. So she intentionally tried to unalive him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. On
When
multiple
that
occasions.
when that happened, she went upstairs with Menzie and the youngest boy, turned the radio up and said, "Let's dance." What, from a mental health standpoint, what was going on? We just said soul spot on. What was going on in that? Was Joyce almost like a, I'm not gonna say a psychopath, but what is, because she ultimately she led to his demise, yes. But what does a person like that think in their head? Because she knew what was going on downstairs, and I know she didn't want Menzie or the young boy to hear what was going on downstairs. So what's going on in somebody's mind when it comes to that?
Um, that's hard to say what's on their mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel that Joyce, I keep telling y'all, Joyce was nothing but a female version of Jonas.
Ooh.
Just because Joyce didn't go have an affair and go find a man,
Mm-hmm.
Joyce was no different than Jonas. Once she started to feel that she lost control, she started to wanting to take things back into her own hands. Like, and she didn't care what extent she had to go to get it back. You gotta think about it. She comes in the room, she wanted to shoot him.
Yeah, she on multiple occasions she tried to
Yeah,
unalive
you
him.
know what I mean? Like, so she always hit low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She went low at all costs. You know what I mean? So, and Trey Ellis, we're talking about on the Polygamist from Netflix. Shout out to Trey Ellis from Facebook, man. We
Oh,
appreciate
thank you, Trey, for
you.
stopping in on Facebook.
Yeah, so we yeah, I think she was just no different than Jonas, man. I think if she couldn't have Jonas to herself, nobody was gonna have him. And she
Mm.
was gonna take any
Any means necessary.
necessary to do what she needed to do, man. Like for real, for real.
But
But you
that it
you put it here. You said, was Joyce angry because of diagnosis or because Jonas' choices finally had a permanent consequences?
because they got STIs.
Yeah, yeah.
And they said it came from Lindani.
And you think about it, I wouldn't even think about this that it happened there,
Mm-hmm.
right? I just told you that people really don't react or leave until it affects them.
Boom.
It's right there. Like Joyce was willing to drag him on by his legs.
Mm-hmm.
She was willing to do all this fighting for him, but the moment she got an STI, it changed her whole thought process. It changed everything.
Mm. So
She said it came from that youngin.
now let me ask you this. Speaking of her, let's talk about her just one more
Mhm.
time. If she was so comfortable in the club with Jonas going down on him, do you think, because she supposedly she's the one that brought the STI into the relationship with all of them, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that she was being promiscuous outside of Jonas and her boyfriend?
Or she could have just got it from her boyfriend.
Could, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She could have just got it from her boyfriend, but I mean, you seen her on the kitchen counter grinding. You know what I mean? She was grinding, you know what I mean? Like she was already ahead of her time.
Mm.
She was fast, as they would call her. She was fast.
Ooh.
That little girl was fast. Mary said a STI will do that.
Hmm.
All that's what we say. Hey guys, we are gonna drop the link at the end and after the last segment. So if anybody wants to come up, but me and Rain actually predicted what season 2 would look like already, and I think
Yeah.
you're hitting right on there. She
Mhm.
said she was a 304.
Yeah. And an opportunist. She was trying to
Mhm.
get what she could. She was done and had 3 and I said, oh. Mm. And two, I think that if her mom didn't have any inkling about her promiscuity, like she would not have always said, "Hey, don't be bringing no babies around here," type deal. So her mom must have had some kind of inkling that she was out there in the streets. Yeah. So mm, did we ever answer that? Was she angry because of the diagnosis? Or
I think that played a role for sure.
yeah,
I
or do
think
you
at
think?
this point, anything that happened just was it was just stacking one thing on top of another at the point.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So
And this one is thrown in there. Do you think somebody can change if they never admit that they're the problem? Was Jonas really the problem though, or was it all the women around him
I think
that accepted?
y'all gotta answer that. I don't think he was. I I don't souls don't think he was.
Mm,
I think initially he was,
mm-hmm.
but once he made a decision to move forward and the papers were signed, but nothing ever happened, like at that point, I cannot blame him anymore.
Mm.
The buck was passed. Once the buck is passed, it's a what you think?
Steve Harvey always say a man will only do what you allow him to. And in this instance, these women allowed him to be Jonas. They accepted him for who he was. It was the women that enabled him. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Richard said, I'm just saying the world not gonna play with no boys. Don't care if you 12, commit a class X. They'll be debating you, a 12-year-old kid or a 12-year-old adult. Can't no adult get groomed if that's
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah.
yeah. Mm. Yeah. So I'm trying to see what else went on in
Did you have any other? Did you write anything else down for those episodes 16 and 17?
not for 16 and 17. Let me make sure,
Okay.
y'all, because my brain fog be in episode 16 they the kids did start to stand up to Jonas more.
Mm-hmm.
Um and in episode 16 they did start, like, I'm not fooling with you no more. I'm gonna do what I want to do type deal. Um
Was that when he punched old boy when he hit his son?
ooh, I think that was like in 12, I mean 11,
12,
10 or 11.
right before. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
So how do you, so looking at that too, how do you feel, because even though she was the cause of his hospitalization, she
Mm-hmm.
still played the dutiful wife. Was she just playing her role still?
Talking about Joyce.
Yeah.
Joyce wanted to be needed. You see
Mm.
what I mean? Like I'm telling y'all, man, Joyce was different, dog. People are gonna if you watch this show with a caring heart, you're gonna miss the manipulation of Joyce. Joyce was the number one manipulator in this whole show. Once Joyce knew what was going on, she tried everything she could to be the control. She tried to be the power. She wanted to make the moves. She wanted to now sit down with your brother. Let's have this conversation.
Mm.
Like, you can't come in my house, keep your voice down, but I'm gonna come to your house and yell while your babies are asleep. Like everything she was telling Matipa not to do, she would go to Matipa house and do it. I mean, you open up the show, you're trying to burn the lady house down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything that Joyce stood for, she did the opposite.
Mm.
Joyce got picked up for a crime, and remember the lady who was in the jail with her.
Yeah.
Joyce is dangerous, dog. Joyce was dangerous. Joyce was a woman scorned who couldn't accept moving on. She couldn't take an acceptable loss. That's the most dangerous thing in life. People who can't take acceptable losses. There's a lot of relationships that end in tragedy because we don't take acceptable losses. If somebody tell you they no longer want to be with you, why are you trying to convince them to be with you?
You're right about that.
They don't want to be with you. Like what? Why are you now trying to force the hand of the person who told you they don't want to be with you?
Mm.
Acceptable losses, y'all. Acceptable losses. I'm telling
Mm.
y'all. Let's see what they say here.
Yeah. Give some of the comments, then we'll move on. Mira said, but Richard, she grew up in his home. Richard said, you groom women to marriage.
Is it coming up for you? See there? There you go.
Oh, it just not came up. Maddie said he hit him at the end of 11.
Okay.
You want me to click on it to see if it pops up? Mira said, but I think that's when they started to do what they wanted. Maddie said, Joyce paid that doctor to say it was a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah. Mira said Joyce was a G. She said everyone will bow down to her. Mira said she didn't try to burn down, so she succeeded. Mira said they gave him a gift that never ends. Gotta have those friends in low places.
Mario, you supporting Joyce?
Mario, Joyce was the one that sent the woman over there he was so insatiable that when a woman came to that door to ask for water and she came on to him, he took the bait. Yes, Joyce was a contributor to his own demise, but he was the sole contributor to it as well. Not the sole, but he was a co-contributor to it. Because if he would not have taken that bait, he would probably still be alive.
So you
But
blaming him?
Joyce knew, huh? I didn't hear you.
So you blaming him?
Yeah, because if he wouldn't have taken that bait, he would probably still be alive. But Joyce knew what kind of man Jonas was. So she knew that he would take that. He wanted Poom Poom. He desired women. He fiended women. I don't think he would have turned down any woman. I really don't think he would have turned down not one woman.
Jonas really didn't have a lot of women though.
That we know
Essie,
of.
but Essie, that's what we got to go by the facts. Essie, Joyce, Latipa, and the young lady, and then the one she sent over there. So 4 women.
5.
5, you want to count the one. Yeah. 5 women. It's not a lot.
But she knew he would tap it. The temptation. She put the candy in the candy jar. He put his hand in the candy jar and
So
opened the package.
so knowing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm ready for season 2. So knowing that, how do you live with yourself as a mother to be able to tell your children eventually that you killed their father?
She would have took that to her grave. They would have never known.
We don't know. Season 2 might change some things.
Mm.
Think about that though. Think about how bad Joyce wanted control that she was willing to end his life.
Several times.
Think about that, man. I can't believe y'all supporting Joyce. Justice for Jonas. Justice for Jonas.
The men ain't gonna
Justice for
stick together
Jonas.
anyway. Richard said, so he was groomed.
Mm.
Mira said Jonas was a 304 and got what he deserved in the end. If she would have done right in the first place, then she wouldn't have had to get homie from the jail.
You supporting this, Maddie? I mean, not Maddie. We've been saying you're Marty.
Marty,
you supporting this?
She said none of these people believe in condoms. And she said, I know she was a G in the end. All it took was for Jonas to beat her tail and grape him. Richard said, groom, not even a word like not a nan nada. Mary said, all the Marty said, all the money she gave the doctor, she would have died with that secret. I agree. Do she what, plug? I think she would have took it to the grave. I don't think she would have told her kid. I think she would have took it with her to the grave.
While we waiting on plug, we're gonna move to episode 18 and 19.
Mm-hmm. So in 18 and 19, did you hear her story? Joyce, he called her Mighty Joyce. In episodes 18 and 19, Matiba and Joyce, they kind of come together in solidarity with one another. I think Joyce became more open in knowing that Matiba was going to be there. And 2 and 19, that's when Jonas receives that news that he got the vid, not the vid, but the HIV. The HIV, the 3-letter word. And he fired Magesh, and he estranged his entire family too. Do you think where Matiba and Joyce they start to mirror each other, like the wives uniting against the common enemy? Do you think that their alliance feels earned, even though like earlier they were hostile against each other?
I think we all watched a different show. I think we watched a different show. Matiba respected Joyce. Joyce became disrespectful to Matiba, so Matiba became disrespectful to Joyce.
How did Matiba
Joyce is the common denominator here.
She is.
Like, yeah. So when you think about Matiba, right? Matiba was wrong for cheating with the married man, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Once it was found out, Jonas made a decision to give papers to Joyce. Joyce refused. So then she found out about Matiba. At that point, her and Matiba have their ins and outs. But then she finally sits down with Jonas and his brother and say, hey, can you look into this for me? We just going to do this poly thing, blase, blase. Joyce still never accepted Matiba as the second wife.
She did later on down the line, though, right?
Yes, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Like, even when Matiba even joined up with Joyce, if that's what you want to call it, Matiba was already trying to get out. She was on her way out because she didn't stay around. You know what I mean? Matiba was on her way out.
So, do you think were they rivals essentially, or were they victims of the same man, or are they even a victim since they accepted what he gave them?
It's hard for me to say Matiba's a victim because Matiba made the decision to be with a married man.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to call her a victim. I think initially you can call Joyce that, but I don't think they ever really became rivals.
Even though he told Matiba that he was, or he even though Matiba knew that he would eventually divorce Joyce and she would be the wife.
Mhm. I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard because I looked at Joyce. I just started looking at Joyce so different.
Mm.
like, like Joyce. I just have a different opinion about Joyce. I don't know.
Did Jonas deserve compassion in that moment, or was this the consequence of his actions type deal? I think the consequence of his action. Because if he would have kept his pain
I hope y'all men are listening to
and his
Marty,
pain,
Rain. I hope y'all listening to these women.
if
Plug, Rigid. Hope y'all listening to these women right now.
if he would have kept his pain with one woman, or even in his little circle of Matiba and Joyce, knowing Matiba and Joyce are not stepping out anywhere. Because Essie, she had other men. Lolani, what? Baby girl, we gonna call her baby girl. She was out in the streets. So Matiba and Joyce were the faithful ones in that way. If he would have stayed with those two, he would have been clean and he would have never caught something he couldn't get rid of. Their package. So this is the consequence of his actions. Yes, I know you're gonna ask me. I know you're gonna ask me.
I'm
Yes,
listening.
Joyce was a contributor. With that being said, if he would not have taken the bait that Joyce sent over there, he would still be alive to this day. But he a man. He seen an opportunity. What do I call it? Um, he was exploring his options. That was an option for him that came to the door, and he explored it. Yeah.
So y'all don't care.
Who is y'all?
You women. Y'all don't care that she sent a deadly person to him.
No, I, she played a part. She played a part in his demise. She did. I will not deny that at all.
So you don't think he deserved compassion? Like I hear what you're saying that she knew the choice he would make.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you send someone over there that's going to take his life from him and you still want somebody to be a father? Like he was a father at the end of the day. Are y'all forgetting that? Are y'all forgetting that now he leaves behind 2 children because of your own selfishness, your own hurt? This
Five,
sounds like the mama who never let the man see her kids and he paying child support.
6. Wait a minute, hold on. You said 2 children. It was one and
Well,
two.
well, I mean, but I'm talking about
Five.
Joyce. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like,
Joyce,
but yeah,
her
Joyce,
kids. Yeah.
like, yeah. So like,
Mm.
and like you made an even bigger point, right? Once everybody finds out, if anybody finds out, he now this lady sent someone over there to harm Jonas. That now he leaves back 5 kids.
Oh,
So is the kids having a father no longer important because of your own hurt?
so you saying she was selfish in a way?
Yes. Oh man, y'all gentlemen better listen.
Gonna get some of the comments
What
right
what
quick.
Jen, what Jen? Yeah, Jen. What's your thoughts on this?
Jen probably Jen go to sleep. She hadn't been in here in a minute. Maddie said, "Don't do me, plug." Plug laughing. Maddie said, "I let him live." Allegedly. Plug said, "I'm dead." Plug said, "Yes, allegedly, supposedly." Maddie said, I'm assuming it's Essie brought them together because she was the final straw for them both. Yeah. Marty said dropped her babies off and rolled out. Richard said soul's business casual, Rain putting on for the Raw Society. Maddie said clean and alive. Richard said, I'm about to change this kid life tomorrow. Pause.
That's dope. That's dope.
Maddie said after he whooped her tail like that, he deserved it. Maddie said a little counseling goes a long way. Them kids have been okay.
Man, I hope y'all legitimate listening to these women.
Maddie, she ruthless.
I'm telling y'all, I hope y'all listening, dog. These women telling you your life does not matter.
Richard said debate is for males, grooming is for females. I see now. Maddie said the kids lost their father a long time ago.
Golly.
Because he really wasn't. Was he really fathering?
Bruh, man, them kids got years and years to develop a better relationship with their father. So you think it's okay to take their father away from them because of some situations that your mother, by the name of Joyce, made worse.
Jen said no sleeping. Okay, Jen. Just listening. I hear you. But what you think, Jen? Mighty said, bruh, he drugged her through the house and whooped her butt. That great other, you deserve everything she got. Richard said, I'm going to ask a dumb question. Do any of you have a good friend with that? What? Richard? Willie went back. What you talking about, Richard?
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, man. Mighty said, in the end, his son tricked him into thinking that he wanted something to do with him just so he can sign over everything to him.
Yes.
Smart play?
Because the mom convinced them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Y'all not even seeing how cruel Joyce really was. This is sad. All right. Episode 2021.
Hold on, y'all. I gotta go be mama for 2 seconds.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Oh, that needs to be me. Yeah, so we're gonna move into episodes 20 and 21, 3 years later, and the long decline. So did Jonas lose his family, or did he finally find peace did they finally find peace without him? So if for you guys who was watching the show, this is when he went down ill, and she said it's okay. So it's not. I'm hurt. I'm hurt, Marty. I'm hurt. My bad. We've been saying your name wrong too. My bad. Let's see here. So it says thank you, Jen. Thank you. Joyce is trifling. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody with all their brain cells in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. That disease of no return. Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. That's different, dog. So did Jonas lose his family, or did his family? No, Joyce got rid of him. This lady slept in the bed with him, knowing what she gave him. Y'all would say he lost his family. That's how y'all feel. He lost them a long time ago, from what Marty said.
But they thrived without him, though.
Oh, they thrived?
They were at peace. They found their peace. Your faces say it all. Miley said, good for her. She just took out the trash. Yeah, she started off as a manipulator, but in the end, she just took out the trash. I'm not on that level with Miley, but yeah. um, so with the show like showing everybody thriving without him, do you think what's your overall verdict on him?
Jonas?
Yeah.
Jonas was a man who wanted more than one woman, and he made that decision a long time ago. It started early in his life, and the women who initially met him accepted it. And from that point on, those who weren't built for it tough couldn't withstand it.
Mm. I do have a talking point here. It says
Yeah, go
love.
ahead.
It says love versus hate as essential emotional conflict. Rather than resolving how the family feels about him, the show leaves it as an active tension. Great debate segment. Can you really feel both at once, love and hate?
For those of you who love, y'all can answer the other part. But yes, you can definitely feel hate. Maybe it shouldn't be love, maybe compassion.
Well,
Maybe compassion and hate at the same time.
mm,
Let me look those up so let me make sure I'm making sense here.
okay. Jen said, and we put the link in the chat too if y'all want to come up and discuss it. Jen said Joyce allowed all of it, and she is the reason all of this is happening. Had she walked knowing this is not what she wanted, they wouldn't have had to go through all of it. Dang, Jen, that's a different perspective. She just didn't want to give it up though. She didn't. She was so stubborn in that one. I mean, she didn't want to walk away, but she wanted him gone because she tried several times. Hmm. Marty said you can feel both at the same time.
So it says compassion is caring about someone's pain and wanting to reduce it. Love is a deeper attachment that includes care, commitment, honesty, responsibility, and continued investment in the person or relationship.
Mm.
You can have compassion without love. For example, you may feel concern for a stranger who is suffering. That's why I would have said compassion besides instead of love.
Love. Okay.
Because I feel like the love that she would have had for Jonas left a long time ago. I think everything else she did was compassion, right? She had a concern for him.
Mm.
But then she also what's she in the building? She also used instead of love.
Love. Okay.
Because I you're gonna have to turn it down a little bit, Marty. For
Switch. Sorry about that. I had to
oh
switch
no,
out.
you good, you good. There you go. What you got on this, Marty?
Okay. So I know that Joyce started off as a manipulator. Okay, she did. She started off trying to run everything from the background and keep her public persona.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. But in the end, you can't tell me you was still rocking with Jonas after he drugged both them women through the house. There's no way. And if she would have did it right, instead of, she should have did that after the maid went to sleep. She messed up the first time, so she was just correcting her mistake. Just saying.
What, Marty? So you're looking at the DV part.
Yes, because I was that. Listen, I was rocking for Jonas. I know those women were enabling him, but as soon as the DV happened, it was a wrap. He needed to go. He needed
Why
to
do
go
you think why do you think the DV happened?
because they stopped wanting to sleep with him. They
Yep.
didn't want nothing to do with
I,
him because old girl Essie came out. If you really look at the show, they were like they butted heads, and then sometimes they got along. But after a while, Joyce started to get on Essie.
You going in and out,
After
Marty.
both of them found out about Essie, they
Marty, you going in and out if you can hear us. Can she hear us?
I don't know. Monica, can you hear us?
yes, is this better?
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were like button heads in the beginning, but as soon as they found out about Essie, they both started coming together. Both of them stopped sleeping with him. Both of them didn't want nothing to do with him. And then after the DV happened, they were just connected on a different level.
And see, I said that initially too. Whenever he was physical with Menzie in those earlier episodes,
Hmm.
that was a time when he wasn't getting any from none of them. They were withholding it from him.
Because he
And
was
I
doing
feel,
something wrong.
yeah, because he was doing, and I feel as though that he took that anger, that build up frustration because he wasn't getting off anymore, and went off
Mhm.
on Menzie.
So y'all ladies answer this for me.
Here we go, man.
Because I'm trying to get into the mind of women because it's very unique to me that y'all weren't holding off on Jonas when y'all first found out everything that was going on.
Well, I mean, for me, I understood Jonas because if I give you your cake and tell you to eat it too, okay. But he took okay, and I understand that Essie was there first,
Hmm.
but she played her role in the background, and she should have stayed in the background because that messed up everything. And then she didn't have no self worth either because she was sleeping with a bunch of other people, as well as she saw he got married, had another kid with some other guy, then came and did that fake wedding, then moved down there. As soon as she was pregnant, they went into that store and he acted like he didn't know her. She should have bounced, rocked, and roll skated. But because she didn't look, she didn't look right. I'm gonna say she didn't look right. She stayed with what she stayed with who was giving her the even though he was giving just a minute amount of attention, she
Hmm.
stayed there for that minute amount of attention.
Marty, do you think Essie stayed around hoping that maybe later on that she would be number one?
I think that she knew she was never gonna be number one.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why she became an alcoholic. I mean, if you looked at
Mm-hmm.
her and then you took the other two women in that thing,
Mm-hmm.
she would have never stood a chance in his grouping.
Essie couldn't. Essie didn't stand a chance anyway because she had freedom.
Yeah, and then she was also poor.
Yeah,
She
when he came back and seen that little boy in his head, he's like, "Oh, okay, you did what you were going to do anyway." Remember, he said we'll talk about it later. And
Yeah.
then she got in the car and they showed her the new house. Like he had already accepted, like, okay, I
Mhm.
moved on, she moved on too.
Mm.
But she's always gonna be there for me. You know what I mean? Like I think it was almost like an unwritten, like they both
Mm.
knew.
Blind faith.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Okay.
crazy work. I can't believe y'all think Jonas deserved this. This is heartbreaking. Um Ray said Ray said, do people deserve forgiveness simply because they are dying?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
Are we talking about
It's
just
just
people or this situation?
people in general.
people in general.
Oh, okay. I'll say no for people in general. But for Jonas,
Oh,
yes.
His is a definite no.
Jonas Jonas did deserve forgiveness
Why?
because I think it's the only way that Joyce could have actually kind of re-cleansed her heart. Like you literally murked someone.
I think she recleansed her heart by walking down that aisle in a white dress at his funeral. She
Man, that
cleansed
was
herself. She did not need no, she was not bothered. Did you not hear what she said over that man? She was not bothered.
So why stay, Marty? Why stay?
I really,
All that
I,
built up she had. She stayed. Why stay?
I truly believe she stayed just because of her image. Just because of her image. And I felt like as soon as she started losing that image, is when she was like, okay, who cares anymore? I'm gonna tell the world about whatever's going on, and I just don't care. As soon as he hit her son, you saw the switch in her personality when it came to him.
Yeah.
And she really told him how she felt about it when she canceled his whole birthday dinner. She really emphasized how she felt about him.
Mm,
But she went out like a G though. I can't take that from her. I can't take it from her.
mm.
Crucial.
All right. So the last episode, the funeral. In the funeral, or when it came down to the funeral, Essie felt that she was the one that should have been making all the arrangements, and actually she made arrangements without Joyce knowing. It, essentially, or in the beginning. So, but Joyce said, I'm wife number one. Bring my husband over here. We're gonna do it this way. And Essie Essie and Sarah ends up going to Joyce's funeral that she had for him as well, as well as Matiba and all the kids and whatnot. So, how did y'all feel about that situation when Essie wanted to take over and do the arrangements and whatnot?
I mean, I feel Essie knew him the most out of every woman.
She got the
I,
real Jonas, you think?
Yeah, she got the very innocent Jonas who was growing into, who he was gonna become. But I think she knew the most about him. And at the end of the day, she was the most loyal to him. And she was no, never mind. Joyce was the first wife. Joyce was the first
yes.
wife.
I
Joyce
think
was the
she took
first wife.
his body out of spite because Joyce wouldn't let her see Jonas in his final days. I think she did it out of spite, just like Joyce did it out of spite, not letting her see him.
How do y'all feel about that? Etsy thought she could save him by those remedies of the soup instead of like someone really trying to guide Jonas to go receive care for what he had.
I thought she was slow.
Because he actually could have survived that.
If he wasn't stubborn, he didn't want
Men,
the treatment.
men are stubborn when it comes to healthcare.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel when Mativa showed up after she had been gone from the twins for so long?
I was confused on why she showed up.
I just seen this as a lot of bad mothers and bad women.
Geez.
This show showed me three bad mothers and one guy who was just trying to have his cake and eat it too.
How did you see that?
Think about it.
Now
Etsy
the bad
lied.
mother thing.
Essie lied just out of loyalty, but it affected her children's childhood for the rest of their lives, the upbringing, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, the daughter couldn't do anything. She didn't. They were struggling for money. They were just living a poor lifestyle, regardless, suffering from alcohol. Then you have Joyce, who tried to accept what she really couldn't accept with her lack of accountability. She then affected the children. And then you have Matipa, who was trying to be the third wife, but she didn't know she was the third wife. But Joyce wouldn't allow her to be that. And then that mother ultimately leaves her kids with the worst woman she could have left them with, Joyce, and then finally comes back. That's three women that were horrible.
I feel like the bad mother thing I can give you because that it was a whole lot of intermingling that didn't
Yeah.
need to be intermingled. But women, I don't think so. Did they enable him in his stupidity? Yes, they did. And Essie's the one that enabled him the most because she
Yeah.
was the only one that knew the truth and never said anything. She let her child suffer in the dark, and she wouldn't have had financial problems if she didn't drink all her money away.
Mm.
Because he was giving her boats and boats of money. She drank it all up and then want to say, "Oh, I don't have no money." No, you drank it. It's at the bottom of the bottle.
Mm.
So, should a person's legacy be defined by the love they gave or the pain they caused?
Floor is yours, Marty.
I think neither.
Mm.
I believe that a person's legacy,
Did it cut her off again?
She's talking.
person's legacy should be defined by what they left behind, about their worth, how they presented themselves, how they carried themselves. Love has nothing to do with the legacy. And why would I don't know. Pain to me is like you're leaving behind all the bad parts of you.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have some people who go to these funerals and they stand up and they try to tell somebody's truth from how they see them and not how the person really. My perception of this person is not necessarily the person who they really are. Everybody has their own individual perceptions of everybody. So I think your legacy lives differently in everybody you know. So whatever impact you had on them while you were alive is their personalized, you know, view of your legacy.
Yeah.
So it could be it's totally different for the kids versus the women that was in his lives versus the people who knew him outside of his personal life too.
I don't think you can have a legacy if it's based on the pain you caused.
Mm.
Um, and I don't think love would matter either. I don't think either one of them would matter when it comes to a person's legacy. So
And we got one final question for this last and final episode. Did Jonas lose his family because he chose polygamy or because he chose deception?
y'all still putting this on Jonas?
God.
Golly. Where was the deception?
Because he did have Etsy in the background.
But
And
There.
he
Etsy,
did have a
but Etsy chose that, Marty,
He
I
didn't deceive
understand that,
her.
but
He
Joyce didn't know about that.
because
And neither
Etsy
did
chose
Matumba,
that.
Matumbe, whatever how you ever say her name. Neither
Matisse.
one of them knew about Esty. So that is a form of deception. And that was his downfall, was her coming out was his downfall.
Really, the only one that he was transparent with was the baby girl, Lindani,
Hmm.
and had no choice but to be transparent with her because she's seen it all from every angle.
But he lost his family because he lost their respect.
What did Jonas do that led them to believe something that wasn't? What did he do intentionally that led them to believe that something was untrue?
Cheated on their mother and left her for a whole year to be with someone else. He lost his children's respect. Once you lose their respect, I mean, it's hard to get it back. And then he came in there acting like he was a king of the castle, beating on his son, talking crap to his daughter. So, yes, he lost their respect. Therefore, he lost his family of his own doing.
He he uh, he deceived Matiba in a way because she came in. Yes, she came even though he was married. She came in thinking that he would divorce the wife, and
Mhm.
Matiba would be number one. She
And
did not.
only.
Matiba came. So Matiba did not come in this relationship thinking that she was gonna be a poly. Matiba came in as a homewrecker. She was a homewrecker. She came in as a homewrecker, bitch. Her goal was to be number one. Her
and
goal
he
was to
and
put
he
Joyce
tried
out the
and
door.
he tried to provide that. Joyce chose not to move out the way.
Whoa,
Right. So that
whoa,
was Joyce,
whoa.
but he did in the beginning he did deceive Matiba.
How?
Wait a minute.
Matipa knew he was married from the she was working at the job.
I have to jump in here for Joyce real quick. Okay, because Joyce told him if he showed up at their 20th anniversary, she would sign the papers. He came to her house that evening. Joyce signed the papers and was like, all right, it's done. He then seduced her to get her back in his bed and then came down to the breakfast the next day talking about, hi, kids, I'm home. I mean, let's be real. He should have took those divorce papers to the dang courthouse. That's what he should have done.
But think about it, Marty. Joyce following through with those actions of having relations with him and waking up the next morning, did not just waking up the next morning, but going on a little honeymoon vacation with him. She still chose this. That's not deception.
No, the deception wasn't really with Joyce. Besides all the cheating and stuff, the deception was with the other woman that had the
Who?
twins. The one that had the
How?
twins. Because
How?
she got in that relationship just like he bought it before Joyce burnt down that woman's house. He was supposed to marry her. That was the goal. Joyce signed the divorce papers, and then at that point, I don't know what clicked in his head, but he was like, "Ugh, I'm not going to divorce her. I'm going to make this work with both of them." At the end of the day, his Peter must have been fabulous because they all stayed and she let. I mean, I just didn't understand it. I thought that, they were going to have that farewell romp and he was going to go about his day, but nope, he stayed.
Like
It's his
Soul's
face.
mind is yeah.
I just don't see it.
I think you're not watching it properly.
Bridget said, I already know what to teach him. Nothing he already knows. Only what he don't know. Short time, all I'm doing is fixing problems. Is that what you're the young man you're mentoring, Bridget? Bridget said, I'm off topic. This off the wall. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable. April looking like Christmas today. Yeah, I just got red and green. My green plant. Plug said Essie was slow.
Yes. Yes.
He said carvel cake. Rigid laughing, and he said 100. Oh man, y'all. So we'll run through these character verdicts real quickly so we can go ahead and get up out of here. Oh
I
It's
can't
gonna be
believe
okay,
Playback
so
perspectives. See it different, that's the message. One rewind.
Maddie said it's gonna be okay. So I heard her say that. Wait. So the character verdict. And remember this from last week, y'all. So either they're going to be justified where we understand and support their decision, questionable where we understand it but we're not convinced that it was the right move, or accountable where their actions cause harm and they need to own it. Okay. So first person we have is Jonas. So what you got? Questionable, accountable, or justified?
justified.
Maddie, what you got?
I think he was questionable.
Yeah, I would say questionable too because, well,
Oh,
I mean,
so now y'all do understand it, but you were not convinced it was the right
right
move.
move, yeah.
So that's not deception.
This whole thing was not the right move. That's why it's questionable. He moved wrong. he should have moved in a better light. He should have moved better.
He
He moved
moved the way
wrong,
they allowed him to move.
and that made him questionable, and he ended up getting the gift that never ends.
It made the women questionable.
No,
Yes. Oh my God. Y'all playing now. Y'all playing, man.
Joyce, questionable, accountable, or justified?
I think she was diabolical.
um,
Accountable. You said that.
accountable, yeah.
Yeah, their actions caused harm
Yes.
Yes,
And she needs to
and
own.
they need to own it.
Yeah, I agree.
yes,
Joyce accountable. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank y'all. We can agree on
She
something.
owned that though. She owned it. She owned it.
Uh, uh, oh,
Matipa.
I got Matiba scrolling at the bottom for some reason. Matiba, questionable, accountable, or justified?
She was questionable to me.
Yeah. Um, I would say accountable too because leaving your kids
Yeah, that's crazy
up
work.
and leave, even though she left them in a great, you know, uh, she left them in. She didn't just like up and give them to foster care. She knew that they would be taken care of well. But she needs to own up to that.
I would say she was
Yeah.
justified.
Justified,
Yep.
Mm.
justified.
We understand and support their decision because you got to think about it. Everything, right? 'Cause y'all
Mhm.
said it right. Y'all felt like she was deceived at first. So,
Yeah.
so if she was
Yes.
deceived at first, and then Joyce comes around and say, "Hey, we're gonna let you in," and then never let you in, like Matipa to me just kept playing whatever role she had to play. The
Mhm.
Mm,
only thing she did questionable was the initial act of trying to get into that position of work.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. What about Miss Essie? We added a couple this week, Essie.
Oh, questionable.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah,
Questionable.
questionable.
Yeah.
We understand why she held him down, but we're not convinced that was the right move
Right. No.
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 at all.
Mm,
At
nope.
all, man.
She
Essie was, yeah, she was number
she
one
helped, but I
questionable.
mean, I feel like she only held him down was loyal to him because she was ugly.
I agree.
Mm.
Thank you.
And what about Lindani, baby girl?
Oh,
I
she's
say questionable.
questionable.
Yeah.
Very
Questionable.
questionable. She
Yeah.
was just ooh.
Mm-mm. I think she was stone cold opportunist. She's seen an opportunity to get into his pockets and
And I
get what
think she
she.
was sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She was jealous because remember she grew up in that house with them as that girl best friend. So everything
Hmm.
the girl got, she got to see it. She got to look at her going on all these lavish vacations. She was jealous,
That's true.
Yeah.
and jealousy led to her downfall.
Hmm. And Pumi, the his daughter, his older daughter,
Man,
justified.
she was justified
She
for
was
sure.
justified.
She was
Yeah.
the
All
she was the most solid person in the show.
Yeah. The one with the most sense, really. Sometimes.
Yeah.
only one with
Hmm.
self worth.
Yeah.
She knew her self worth. Yeah, she learned that from
And
somewhere. It went from Joyce, but she learned it from.
his show wasn't from her daddy.
Mm-mm. And Menzie.
Oh, I don't know. I'm confused on that one.
Yeah, men's. I would say reading the definitions, I
Hmm.
understand how he went through life. Right, we seen his struggles with his father. We seen his struggles with women, and then
Hmm.
then women became his vice as the show was ending. So we can understand how the upbringing and the trauma he witnessed brought him to where he is at the end of season one. But
Hmm.
then it's like, okay, we're not convinced it's now the right moves for him, right? Now he's becoming overly, invested in women. He's kind of becoming Jonas 2.0.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
And I
For me,
forgot.
go
Go no,
ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead,
No,
Marty. Go ahead.
go, 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 go,
I was
go,
gonna
go.
move. I was gonna move on. Go ahead.
I think that he's a little all of them though.
I
He's a
I
little
I could
all
I,
of
could-
them.
I could see that too. I could see that.
Because at the end, I was like, "What are you doing?"
Mm. Yeah, because he started to show some of
Mm,
his father's traits.
yeah, but he was sleeping with that one girl his dad ended up with. The end. At the very end, he took her in a coat. coat closet.
Yeah. Marty, let me ask you this. 'Cause I bet Marty, didn't you think that his son was going to end up having relationships with Matipa?
Yes,
See,
I
I
said that
told
the
you.
last
Yeah.
time
Man, when you
because
like, yeah,
he
when
just
I seen him
randomly
go over,
popped up.
yeah, I was like, this finna go
Yeah,
crazy right
because he
here.
just randomly popped up at our house, all of a sudden caring about his sisters. I was like, "Ooh, they're gonna sleep together."
Yep.
But I got the wrong girl though. I had the wrong girl.
And I didn't put this up there, or I didn't add it. We left off somebody who was impacted as well. What about Freedom? How y'all feel about Freedom? Was he questionable, accountable, or justified?
He was justified.
Yeah.
Just very justified because he
He
got
actually
tossed
was one.
away.
Yeah, he was actually one of the better characters. I mean, he even with everything, he tried to speak life into the son. He
Mm-hmm.
tried to cover up for his mom. Like
Yeah.
he was just trying to be everything for everyone.
Yep.
But
Mm-hmm.
he was always truthful about Jonas to everyone. Like y'all know how he is. Like
Oh
that's
yeah. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to.
what about Magesh?
Oh yeah, I didn't put Magesh on there either. I think Magesh,
Questionable.
questionable because why?
Questionable.
What
And
loyalty do you owe him?
that was just weird. And then don't forget Sarah now, because that
Oh,
one right
Sarah too.
there,
Jesus.
she needed a timeout and a good butt whooping.
Yeah. Mm.
So Magesh would be questionable because, like, why did you
Hmm.
owe so much loyalty to your brother? And then Sarah, she would be questionable too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with that being said, though, a young woman desiring her real father and knowing that that's her real father, I wouldn't say her actions were justified because she went about it the wrong way. But
I
uh,
think she should have had the conversation with her father instead
mm,
of trying to always bring it out in front of everyone.
But she
yeah,
tried to have that conversation. He shut her down at the
he
table.
shut her down.
Yeah, but were they at the table by themselves?
She was yes, it was her mom, him,
So she wasn't there
and
by herself.
yeah, but I mean, her mom's always gonna be there.
Yeah, but she needed to take that like well, she did try to have talks with him, but he kept backing out on her when she was coming
Hmm.
to the
Hmm.
office. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
he stood her up for lunch.
yeah, that's true.
All right, we'll move on to the final perspective.
Playback perspectives. See it different, that's the message. One rewind.
Final perspectives. Matt, what you got? Your final perspective of the whole season.
It was a really good show. It took a lot of dips and turns that I was not expecting. Um, I think in the beginning, Joyce was like a bad apple. Okay, but they were all his kryptonite. But at the end of the day,
Mm,
they enabled his desire to sleep with everyone. But in the end, I feel like he got what he deserved. I know, and then like I know the kids suffered a lot, but I think that the kids knew what they were like. The older kids already knew that he wasn't right.
mm.
But in the end, he got his just dues. Keep your hands to yourself.
Put a hat on that Willie.
Most definitely.
Um, great, great show. Great storyline. A lot of twists and turns kept your attention. Um, Jonas showed that. Mm, mm. Jonas Jonas showed that sometimes there are consequences for your actions, especially if you just out here all willy nilly. Joyce Joyce so Joyce gave showed true definition of stubbornness and not knowing how to stand down or back down. Um, overall, overall, a lot of lessons taught too throughout the show.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah. So come on, give your final perspective. Come on, souls.
He done took his glasses off and everything.
Everything he was rubbing his, we been having his
He was hitting his beard and all.
all all night, all night. Um, and while we waiting on souls to come back, so the perspective question of the week, the perspective question of the week: who was Jonah's biggest? It says victim. Oh, you took it off. Wait, wait.
We going skiing. We going skiing.
Okay, so you got it. Put yourself up there, souls. You want to put you up there
Mm-mm.
solo?
Uh-uh.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
What you got, souls?
My final perspective is that women would never take accountability and they are willing to take your life to not stand on accountability.
Mm,
Jonas was allowed to do what Jonas wanted to do. When someone felt they could not handle Jonas anymore, they chose to take his life.
Hmm.
Instead of taking accountability, being a great mother, take your wealth, you chose to take a life. You even thought so deep to remember a person that you were locked up behind bars with. You were so sick as a woman that you not even remember the lady. That means somehow while you were in jail, you got her number, you got her contact information. You plotted on this from the get-go. Your whole outcome was to end Jonas. Men, be careful. Be careful, men. These women will take you out. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear them laughs, them smirks, them laugh? These women will be the death of you. I don't even know why they call this show Polygamist because it had this is not what poly looks like, I'm sure.
no, no,
This
Oh,
was
I
not
can
at
agree.
all. Not at all.
this was poly gone wrong. That's all it was. Poly grown wrong. This is just a show that showed you that a man wanted to make a decision. The woman was not willing to let him make the decision. Marty thinks that just because the paperwork was signed, that they no. Joyce went on that. Joyce went on that trip. Let Jonas get on his knees, and all you seen was her bending over. The same thing that got every other woman that wanted Jonas was the same thing that kept Joyce around. That penis.
But if you think about it, she didn't try to take him out until he beat her.
No, she tried multiple times before that.
No, it's
Yes, she
after he beat
did.
her. When?
No, she tried to point the gun at her. That was before the beating. Remember, she was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And she told her sister. That was before the beating.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah,
But she
uh-huh.
didn't actually shoot him though, so I don't know. I don't count that one.
Oh my God.
She didn't shoot him. There was no bullet. Nothing went off. She was fired the gun.
Oh man. Oh my God. Y'all
He
men
wouldn't.
not y'all not hearing this?
He wouldn't have ended up in the situation he ended up in. She would have never went to look for that girl for the jailhouse if he didn't beat her. I'm telling you.
You think that was her final straw, Maddie?
Yeah, I think her final straw was Essie. When she found out about that lady and that daughter, and that was the sister and all that. I think that was their final straw. That's when she started plotting. She was done at that point.
Mm.
Yeah, that was so much. It was deeper.
Because
That
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 girl
was
smiled.
that was prior to them. You see what I
Yeah,
mean? That was even he knew Essie before he knew Joyce.
yeah. But 20 years hiding that secret while
That's what I'm
that
saying.
lady
Yeah, yeah.
smiled all in her face. Yeah, that hit different.
But why y'all don't think nobody hold Magesh accountable?
Because he was insignificant.
He was insignificant to others, but very significant to Jonas.
Not necessarily. Jonas treated him like a stepchild.
Yeah, but he was significant to Jonas' plan, right?
Yeah, I think that because now, and we might see this in season 2. I think that because outside of Jonas, he would not be successful.
Yeah, he don't have no degree or nothing.
Mm.
So he essentially
Yeah.
owed that to Jonas because Jonas looked out for him and made sure he kept a job.
But even when Jonas let him go, remember when Jonas still had to come back to Magesh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Magesh was Jonas' like lifeline.
Yeah.
Like he was sitting in that car, sick, about to die.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him, Magesh, I need you. I need you to just one last time.
Yeah, but he was
I
there
think
to keep
Magesh,
the deception growing.
yeah, Magesh and Etsy could have stopped all this.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
And he'd be alive.
Man, men, be careful, man. Your truth will lead you to death.
All right, y'all. Well,
Oh, you had
yeah.
one more question, didn't you?
Did I? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the perspective question of the week. Who? Oh, go ahead. Who was Jonas' biggest victim? So I was gonna say he didn't have any victims.
No, no, he had a victim. I would say the young lady.
Mm,
No, 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 no. Let me take that back. His biggest victim is going to be his son.
his son.
Mincy is going to be he's going to be a problem.
Mm. Do you think that he'll do some of the actions that his father
Oh,
did?
oh yeah, Mincy finna be a fool with
Mm-hmm.
it.
You think it's gonna be
Yeah,
worse than what Jonas did?
probably
Mm-hmm.
10 times. Yeah, he finna be a fool with it. He's gonna be a fool with it. Yeah, Mincy to me is gonna be he's the biggest victim of this all.
We see it
Mm.
different.
Yeah, I can see your perspective on that. But I also see Lindani too because I don't think if he would have taken the extra step to pursue her, that she would have entertained him.
Yeah. And I think the biggest victim was Sarah.
Mm,
That was his biggest victim. She's the one that knew who her father was, but was still held in the dark. And
mm,
not only that, but he stood her up for lunch dates, for everything. And then in the end, the only one that accepted her was Mujesh. I forgot how you say that boy's name. The
Mi-
brother's the only one.
oh, Mincy.
Yeah, Mincy was the only one that accepted her. Everyone else looked at her like an outcast. They didn't want nothing to do with her. So I think that was his biggest victim.
mm.
Well, we will see in season 2. What do y'all think season
Yes.
2 is? What y'all think season 2 is gonna look like?
Ooh, a whole lot of his son going crazy. The Sarah trying to make a place in the company. Then the daughter don't want nothing to do with none of them. So I don't know.
I'm hoping they start off with his story in college. I'm hoping we get to see Jonas meeting Joyce
Yeah, that would be
Like
interesting
like
to
like
see.
I want to see that part. I want to see it kind of go backwards, or maybe it'll be like a flashback of Mincy learning about his father after his death.
Well, he
Mm.
learned about him in that strip club while he was up there sleeping with that girl that he liked.
Whew. That was he about passed out when he saw that.
He did. He had a panic attack.
So was that betrayal from Jonas to Menzie? Did Jonas his desire for women so much? Jonas knew that Menzie liked that girl. So what is that called then?
I don't even think he cared.
Yeah, and
He just needed a
yeah,
hole.
I I agree with that. I
You
think
remember that part?
yeah, I do. Because Jonas was at a point where if you were a female, I'm going at it.
Mm.
Like, I mean,
Mhm.
That's how he got the package.
Do you think that if Joyce and Matiba were more open to fulfilling his d- intimate desires, that he would have never went on to Lindani or the woman who gave him the package?
oh no,
Because
Well,
they started
mhm.
turning him down.
But he's
yeah,
been sleeping with Lindani
yeah,
since the party.
yeah. He
Oh
would,
yeah.
yeah. He wasn't gonna. I mean, he liked what he liked.
Mm, mm. All right, y'all got any more closing remarks?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it was a great show, man. I gave it like a 20 out of 10, man.
Yes.
Great show, great storytelling. I think season two has a lot of potential, like a
Mhm.
lot of potential. Like again, I would love to see it go to his childhood, kind of breaking down who because I would love to see Jonah's family, right? We never got to see Jonah's family.
Right.
What stock did he come from? What type of father, what type of household did he grow up
Mhm.
in? We never got to
Mm-hmm.
see that from Mincy either, right? I mean, Etsy either. Essie
Right.
seemed like she was always on her own, even when they were younger. Like,
Mhm.
I think we need to see everybody's family. I would love to see Joyce's
Mm.
family. Let's see what type of father Joyce really had. Because sometimes
Ooh.
women stay in relationships because they stay in something that's familiar.
Ooh.
Mm.
So it's a
So
lot here.
you having them good perspectives.
I think I told Rain, I said, I think we could write a show. Like, because when I watch this stuff, it just gives me a lot of ideas of like amazing shows.
Mm.
I hope
Mm-hmm.
they don't mess it up though. I just hope they don't mess it up.
I want to read the book. I need to. The books tend to have more details than what they can put on screen. So
Yep.
Yeah.
back in back in the early 2000s and the late 90s, I was reading books like Waiting to Exhale and How Still I Got a Groove Back and all that stuff.
That was a
And
good
they were
book.
always more detailed than what we see on screen. So yeah, but
Oh, I do want to say one thing, guys. Y'all make sure y'all go watch Princess of the Row.
Yes.
Um,
yeah, I
the
put it in
did
the
you already
chat.
watch it? You already watched it, Marty?
You know I watched it already.
Okay,
I'm watching it for a second time though, taking notes this time because the
okay.
first time it was real good.
Rigid, we need you hands on deck for this one. This is your movie. We need some hard, tough questions of what you get from it. But I'm doing the same thing Marty did. I'll be watching it for a second time. Princess of the Row will be the
Mhm.
movie, guys.
Mhm.
Rain already has it in the chat. Make sure y'all tap in with the Princess of the Row. This is going to be a great playback. Marty, since you were such a gracious person to come up tonight, what next movie would you like me and Rain to review?
Oh, I have to look because you have to remember I'm a reader.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then, yeah, I'm a reader. So
Okay.
I have to look and see a good one. Cause
Okay.
again, because
Okay.
I'm a book person, so I like to turn pages and run and run my Kindle dry. So
Okay.
I'd have to look on that one.
All right. So y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned for next week. We'll probably come Wednesday next week, same
Mhm.
time, same channels. Yeah. So these episodes they remind us that Every decision leaves a legacy. Some choices build trust while others create wounds that can last for generations. So whether you found yourself siding with Joyce, sympathizing with Essie, frustrated with Jonas, or seeing things from someone else's perspective, that's what makes the series worth talking about. And we want to hear from you. Which moment from from episode 12 through 22 hit you the hardest, and did your opinion of any character change? If you enjoyed the conversation, don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and share the show with someone who loves diving deeper into great stories. And if you are catching this on the rewatch, make sure you leave your thoughts down in the comment section as well. So until next time, keep watching with an open mind. And remember, there's always more than one perspective. We will see you on the next episode of Playback and Perspective.
Good night, y'all.
Lights down, press play, let the story unfold. Every scene got a lesson, every secret gets told. Love on the screen, truth in the room, different perspectives, now watch it bloom. Lights down, press play, let the story unfold. Every scene got a lesson, every secret gets told. Love on the screen, truth in the room, different perspectives, now watch it bloom.